So nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Her voice is so light and so folky. You only really get that light soprano tone in Celtic music normally, but it's really nice to hear it within symphonic metal. And of course, there's a lot of marriage between folk and metal, and especially symphonic metal. There's a lot of inspiration drawn from folk within that genre, but also especially within the female voices. I also really enjoyed how she put a little H on her ooh at the start, which gives it that kind of breathy hoo hoo rather than ooh ooh. It's less direct and more ethereal. I'll find you somewhere. I'll keep on trying until my dying. And a seamless transition through her break. She's doing something that's really important. The word I is a word that people often struggle with because they say I and then close their mouth, which is what we would often do when we speak. But when we sing, it's often a little bit easier if we do I, ah. So she's literally saying ah instead of I. Actually, before we go on, I do want to talk about the fact that she is also completely self-trained, which is really, really cool. And also, she is doing a lot of really great technical things without probably even knowing it. A lot of vocal tuition, especially in genres like this, when it is not something like opera, which is it fits into a very specific box. It is just learning to understand your body and what noises your body can produce and the most efficient way to do that. And you can do that yourself. You can train yourself if you really, really listen to your body and what it wants and really, really listen to the sounds that you're producing. Some of these people who are self-taught are actually just fantastic self-teachers. They seem like best friends. I love that. Oh, they both have that lightness, but I knew that this was going to happen because Anneke has that lower range. It's not even that much lower, but it's slightly heavier than Sharon's, and I just knew it was going to blend well when they came together. But also, it seems like they have awesome chemistry, like they're best friends, and they can... Oh, it's great. Ooh. I want to go back to that because she had that heavier tone. Had her vocal cords a little bit thicker there. So everything so far has been in head voice or a really, really light mix, and that had heaviness to it. So she did allow a little bit more chest voice in there. I'm always wary of saying that because I never ever want people to push their chest voice, and that's not what she's doing. She's still mixing, but she's not in a very, very light mix. I love how they're swapping parts. And there, Sharon is staying in that lighter place. She isn't going to that heavier mix, but then it's allowing her to kind of step back on the instead of being like whoa, and then being kind of stuck in that loud sound. It allows a little bit more dynamic. Oh, it's so talented. Can't believe she's had no training. And I love the orchestrations. Also, what's really great, these tiny little yodels, those little pops in there, they're doing them all together. All the places that they're changing vowels are really, really together. Day, are they singing day, or are they doing day? And morphing that vowel at the end of the vowel, because day is a funny vowel. It's kind of almost to day. They've just obviously worked really hard, and they're obviously just really in tune with each other. Often singers kind of naturally tune in with each other if they know each other really well. It's great. It's a lovely arrangement as well. That was so good. You guys, your suggestions, they're just always the best. It just is such a pleasure to react to things like this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.